What up, G's? Is your boy Prophet74. Today we're gonna unwrap some stuff that maybe you guys are gonna like. I'm not sure, but if you guys are big Fortnite fans, we're gonna open up a couple things, a couple other toys that I also got. So for my collection, I'm besides a gamer, I also collect little items, stuff here and there. R2. This R2 is mine right here. So we're gonna try to unwrap some stuff and see if we can go and get you guys started with the things. But first of all, we're going to talk about a little bit about the news. Now, PS4 has released around $18,000 worth of free games if you're a member of PS4 Plus membership. So, meaning that, you got to pay the subscription every year, you get a free batch of toys. And then it's not bad. I saw some of the stuff. Some of the names were pretty good in there. They are giving out some of the old games too, so it's one of those things that I enjoy well. But then, is it worth it? Sometimes you think about it to yourself and you say, hey, is it even worth getting the freaking stuff going? But some of the stuff that I like, that I personally like, that it was that some of these games are sorry games too, and so let me see if it works. So right now, let's go ahead. I was trying to get these R2 going. This is my R2. If you guys didn't meet him, you guys meet him first time. Yeah, and like I said, if you guys have any comments or any questions on the stuff on a wrap, let me know, because we're going to talk about it. And besides that, there's a couple things I had in mind here that I was going to talk to you guys and give you guys a little heads up on, besides the streaming of the games. Now, one important thing that if you guys are known about gaming, the Spider-Man world, the new Spider-Man movie has been hitting really big. And the games have been selling really good too. So there is a works on the next feature of the series itself, for the cartoon series, what they have, which is a great animation for kids and family under 13. Well, it's actually PG, so it's for everyone. Now, big bust on the movie theaters this week. Aquaman, so far, people are so pissed off about the story. It starts pretty good and then it just ends like crap, so it is what it is. I have not seen the movie, so I'm not gonna speculate over how it ends or how it goes, but there's a lot of things talking about that it might be a bunk. So who knows? We have to see the numbers coming in. So far, of course, opening week never counts because everybody wants to see it. Now, another thing in the works right now, Unreal has released a couple of new engines for your developers, game developers out there. So there are another competitor coming into the market right now. Now, Amazon's taking about they're buying a company similar to like an Unreal Engine kind of thing, so users can actually get to know the system better than Unreal. If you guys never used the Unreal system, it pretty much is a simple way of using programming. And if you're not familiar with programming, C++, C# or anything like that, there's a scale that you can actually learn by dragging and dropping and connecting things, so it's not a very difficult thing to do. 15 games, 2018 15 best 15 games, they said. First of all, we'll start at the bottom of the list. Beat Saber. If you guys haven't played that one, VR, it's a really good game. Now, another thing that people are complaining about this, that it doesn't have, you can add your music, but hopefully in the next version, they are going to be able to, you go add your own playlist, and maybe the system will automatically generate itself so you could challenge your friends or other stuff. But Beat Saber is a really good game. I like that one. It's a VR game. If you haven't never played it, really good. Celeste. Never played this game. It's on the list. Never played it. Never will, probably. Dead Cell. Oh, Dead Cell. That's a good game. I played it twice here. Reviewed it twice. So Dead Cell does not never start the same. It's always a different game. If you guys ever seen it, it's a great game. Graphic wise, it's pixelation graphics. Nothing fancy about it. Lighting and everything looks great. That's a really good game. I recommend that one. Florence, never played this game, never will. God of War. Yeah, if you haven't played God of War, then you're not a fan of God of War. But there's been so many God of Wars now that this one is actually really good. The storyline, the graphics. I mean, I saw this on PlayStation last 2017, I think it was, when I first saw it again, and it was really good. It was the same video that everybody sees when he's fighting the big old what is it, Minotaur or something like that. So that's a really good. Gris is a really good game, graphic wise. It's a pretty decent game. Into the Breach, never played that one, but it's a strategy game. It's a three-dimensional overview puzzle piece kind of thing that you kind of attack here, drag there. One of those RPGs mixer of strategy games, all right? Monster Hunter World. Oh, these guys went all out on E3. I mean, Monster Hunter World was crazy when they came out. It was like when I went to E3. If you guys go back in my footage, there's videos of a big old dragon, like a huge dragon taking over the landmark that they have. That was an awesome introduction to a Monster Hunter. So Monster Hunter itself, it's a repetition game. It's an RPG game. It's a long, the open world, multiplayer. I mean, it does everything: cook, clean, pancakes, mixer, and everything. Pokemon, let's go. You know what? I can't say anything about Pokemon Let's Go. There's so many Pokemon. So this is probably a good. Now, Red Dead Redemption number 2. Oh, you know what? I still play it every day. I don't think I'm ever going to finish that game. People have ended that game already, supposedly. But I don't think there's an ending to it. It's just Oh, it's a long game. Return to Obra Dinn. It's a black and white game. I've never played this one too. It is a little funky. It looks funky in here. Of course, Spider-Man's in the list. Spider-Man, the functions on Spider-Man. If you guys notice, there was a big controversy over Spider-Man when it got released. The graphics that they showed on E3 were super high-end. And, of course, they were using a PC. But when they released a PS4 and an Xbox One, it was crappy. It was crappy. I mean, compared to the actual playability that they had, it wasn't very good. Super Smash Bros. The Ultimate, of course, everybody's been playing that. Why wouldn't that be first number one? That's the number one game for worldwide. It's not just known in California, U.S., and everywhere. It's everywhere worldwide. So it's you're gonna guess it. It's gonna be number one. For in one of these things. Tetris Vifex. I've never played this one, but it's the same thing kind of Tetris. They just put more fluff to it. More graphically wise. Never played it, never will. Let me see. How do you say it? Yakuza G. You know what? This is an old game from back in the days. Never played it. It was like a push button, push A, B, and C. Never will. Overall, that's pretty much the list. Let's get the show started, man. What do you guys say we open a couple things? And I do have a couple things here. And first of all, we're going to start with talking about a little bit about my control. So I took it back. I bought this scuff control. It was expensive. We're talking about $200 the controller. And what happened was, I'm going to explain to you exactly what happened on this controller. So let me open it up. And just to be careful when you guys buy controllers like this, that these are not meant for these sausage fingers or stronger people. I'm not going to say that it's too strong, but this controller broke and I returned it. And it was within the 30 days warranty. And I was a little disappointed because I thought I was going to be able to take some of the gameplay ability, but Black Ops takes a lot of you. It takes a lot out of your playing game capability, but I'm going to open it up first before we even go to the nits and granny about what I have entitled here. So one of the things I noticed this on this controller, when you buy the controller itself, let me show you the controller. These controllers are very fragile. They broke. I mean, this one breaks very simple. One of the things that I didn't like about it, that I put the actual, the other controller, the other piece of it, which is a longer piece, it broke in half. It couldn't take the stress on the center piece. It's made really weak on it. It's not enough infrastructure to hold, to actually bend your, to even use the long. I don't even know why they made it so long. It's this long, the other part of it. I'm not even gonna open it. It's still in the package right now. So the piece goes on here, and it's like a trigger. It's like a gun trigger. And it seems like I stressed it so much, I pushed the button, because I use the tip mostly instead of the top. It stressed it so much that it bent it and it broke. And I did not like that. That was like I was very disappointed with it first. I was so angry. I was like, I was thinking of ways how to fix it myself, and I was like, you know what? I just bought it like a week ago. Shit, just take it back to the damn store and replace it. Now I am gonna replace these. I don't really like these buttons here. I am gonna replace this one and try the rolling one, because the rolling one seems like it's working pretty good. You know, there's many options. Now I'm gonna tell you guys, instead of, if you guys ever want to buy something like this, don't buy it. There's a cheaper solution now that I'm gonna try out, and I'm gonna do a video on it. Before you buy it, before you decide to buy it, check out my review first. I'm gonna review it next week when it arrives. So the other one is simple. It's just a basic PlayStation controller that you attach these items. These actual triggers are gonna be attached on the simple, basic PlayStation controller that you own right now, and you could convert it into almost similar to this. Now the only great thing about this is it's a PlayStation controller that acts exactly like an Xbox controller. If you guys notice the Xbox controller, this is how it is. This is pretty much, now PlayStation controller, this button will be here, and you would just move it in there. So there's options to move things around. Like I said, let me open it up here. Okay, option is to move things around. Like I said, very good options. Oh, I must have pulled the trigger right now, so it's okay. So I like this option about having these rumble packs taken off. You know, I love the rumble packs, but sometimes they're a pain in the ass. And to save your battery, you can just take them off completely. That, and makes it so lighter too. So I do like the scuff control for other reasons. You know, it feels really good. I actually like the buttons in the bottom. The only thing when you're playing these stupid games like Black Ops, man, I keep hitting this one right here. This button is same thing like my shooting button. So I was shooting my own characters, my own friends and stuff like that, or making noise and giving our position away. That's one thing I didn't like about it. And the buttons are so simple to remove. Like I said, these buttons pop out, very simple. See, you could replace them to different versions that they have different feels to it. Let me see if I could put this one back here. Yeah, I could. So without breaking, there we go. So these buttons are really sensitive, man. They're really good. I like them. You know, at first it took me a while. You can remove all these buttons, like I said. You know, I did a review on this, so check it out. And to program it is very simple. There's two ways to program it. There's a little tool, a wrench right here, a little wrench right here where you guys can see it. The wrench is like when you're gonna program something, you move it to the right and you click on the button and you click on the other button that you want. So if you want this one to be picked up, you could pick it up. So I am gonna remove this one and do like a healing on this one pretty much. So I am gonna change these size buttons are horrible for Black Ops, to be honest with you, Black Ops 4. But you could take advantage and maybe set them up for something else, something particular. You can even do macros where you could do 2 buttons at the same time too. Or a task, like changing, dropping all the stuff. Or like, for example, you're going to drop a gun or something like that, and you want to use the square button to drop the stuff. There is this macro that you can actually do it. I'm not familiar with it. I'm going to look into it. But the good thing is, like, you could use the Bluetooth, or you could use USB on this one. This one uses both, right? So when it runs out of batteries, hey, jump into USB. But just to let you know, when you jump into USB, you're going to have to re-register yourself into the PlayStation, like meaning that who's using the controller, who's going to use a player account 1 or account 2 if you have different accounts, you know. So it's a basic thing when every time you install a new controller or something, it just asks you the same reason. So just to move along here, I'm going to move this thing because I want to get to the show, get to whatever I put in. But I just wanted to let you guys know that first week with me failed already. Jeez. Next thing you know, we're gonna see if we can open some other stuff in here. Like I said, first week I had it. Let's get to the nitty-gritty about the whole thing. So these are brand new. If you guys noticed, they're Fortnite squad mods. You know, I was looking for the other Fortnite characters. They're 4 characters. I ordered a couple of them. They're coming in. But when I saw these are brand new. They just came out. I can't even find them anywhere yet. I don't think nobody has reviewed them yet. So I'm going to be the first one. So let's open it up. I just got it for $25 a pack. Pack of 4. And you could actually connect these. And of course, they give you the Black Knight, Elite Agent, and Omega, and Raven. So they give you all, and there's actually more that you can collect. But these are brand new. I've not seen these before. And as soon as I walk into the store, they were opening the box. And I was like, hey, that looks like it's new. I've never seen this before. So let's take a look at him. And they look like the little pops, you know, if you guys collect the pops, similar to it. I'm not a collector of pops. I really don't like pops, to be honest with you. I think they're just to make money, you know. Everybody jump into the bandwagon. So let's go ahead and open up these characters right now. put them to your direction first, so you guys can see them all. So you get 4 of them. You get actually 4 of them. Let's get them out. You out. You out. And you out. And you out. Move these plastics out. So first of all, you know, this guy right here. This guy is Raven. This is Raven. Yeah, this is Raven. So I won't get confused. I'm gonna put it right here. This is Raven. Raven. Really good details on it. You know, they have stackable movements. There's no plastic or anything. You can't even open it up. I think he's there in permanent. It's just basically a little statue of him. I like it. I like this. They have a Z on the top. I'm not sure what the Z. Oh, I see what the Z is. The Z is to actually stack them up like a Lego connection. So Raven has his pixaxle. He has good colors. You know, like he's in the game. If you guys play Fortnite. Really good graphics on it. It's cartoonish. He looks cartoonish here too. He has a big head. He looks like more like a pop here. So I'm gonna move Raven to the side, and we're gonna go Omega. Omega's my favorite character. If you guys seen him, I mean, he's probably the best looking guy. He's the only one that I probably unlocked, to be honest, because I haven't played Fortnite. Now there is a way to unlock these and to take them out, but they seem like they're glued down. You know, they don't want you to take them out and start messing around with it, and they just want you to have them there as a collection. Now I'm gonna show you another thing we can do. So Omega, they can only be one. That's what it says. So I like his big axe. I like his character. He looks like a big old knight. You know, really good, fancy smushy. So we're gonna move this one aside. This one right here. This one's the Elite Agent. This one is like an old one that it first came out. I like the gun that she has. You guys see, it's a 9mm gun. It's not even a big rifle gun. So SMG gun. You know, but this still does the job. Now, this SMG, it is an old gun that the swap used to use back in the days, you know, but, you know, only Europe uses it now. And 9mm cartridges takes almost 50 rounds, you know, pretty decent gun for, like, close combat, if you guys know the history of them. SMG, it's okay, but won't do the job these days. These guys wear vests that these things bounce off so easily, you know, criminals. So I like the outfit, you know, it shows her bandana, her band right here on the side of it, the yellow. I never understood that, why she has that yellow. And then some character has red, but it must be that you're on different teams or something like that. But never understood. So I'm going to spin it around so you guys can see it. Really neat. Something just finished, which is good. I was waiting for something to finish. Now we move on to the Black Knight. This character looks badass too. I like how he looks like, you know. Looks really neat. If you guys can see him, I'm gonna spin him around. Unfortunately, you can't get them out. They're all in base in all Fortnite characters. Now, let's show you what you guys can do. You can stack them up, and there's a Z on the bottom. If you guys see the Z, it's like a puzzle piece. It's supposed to be stack up. I think it's facing first. Face first. There we go. So you can stack them up. All the Fortnite characters are supposed to be facing first. Now, like I said, come on. There it goes. There's another one. Let's get another one going. Perfect. So you can have them lined up. I don't know what for them, why they have them all lined up. If you guys see this, so all 4 of them are all set up collecting. So it's a nice collection for Fortnite, you know. I like them now. You know, I like the characters. They're small. They're not the pops, but they're good. I like them. They're not movable. They're not playable. They're more for collection type, you know. And these have little grips on the corners, if you guys see them. And this is where you actually lock them in, pretty much. You set them up. And you can lock different you can actually lock them in different directions. So you want this one on this side. So it's left or right, vertical only. So they're all hooked up together, not gonna fall or anything. Besides these, they do have Rust, Rex, Draft, Raptor, let me see, Cambridge, and Jonasy, Brit Bomber, and they have the Cuddle team, the Mr. Cuddles, the team leader. So they do have more besides this. It says coming soon. These are brand new. And they're I like them. When I saw them, I was like, oh, they're not big. They're collectibles. They're just to have there on top of your computer. For all you gamers guys out there, you know, maybe adding your own LED lights to them, it would be pretty awesome little addition. So I got a little secret too. Another thing coming up. So these are all the Fortnite characters. Let's take them all out. Like I said, you can't open them up. They're as is. You guys see them? They're as is. really good. But besides that, I ended up going to an antique store. Antique store. Yeah, I feel freaking old now. I went to an antique store and I ended up buying something today. And then I'm gonna introduce you guys to the Terminator. If you guys ever seen Terminator, let's bring him out. So I went to an antique store and I bought Mr. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Part of my collection. This guy's a large sucker. If you guys see him, you know, this guy's huge. So I'm gonna open him up. I don't like to keep these shit wrapped up in here, you know. These guys are made to be opened up, and this guy's made in China. So, and I actually looked for this guy, the T1000 or whatever. This exoskeleton one. That's what I'm looking for. And we're gonna open this sucker up because I'm not a collector. I like to, you know, I like to collect stuff, but I like to get him some air out here. Listen once in a while. Sorry, R2. Let me get him up. Here it goes. This guy stands pretty tall. I mean, he's a big son of a... And of course, I think he lights up because he has a little light sensor in here. I'm not quite sure how to turn him on, but you know what? I do want to open him up. I do want to take him out. I don't know if you push a button. I think you push this button right here, but the light battery is dead right now. And he's supposed to turn on the light, and it's not turning on. The battery, it's been sitting there for many years. The movie's almost, what, 20 years old? I'm not sure how many years it is now. About 18, I think, somewhere on there. 2001, 2001. I don't even know when it came out. Shit. I'm that old already. So, the T2 Terminator came out in... I'm trying to look for a date. Oh, it does need battery. It requires batteries. So you do have to remove a package in the back of him. There is something to remove in the back. And what I'm going to do with this guy, I'm actually going to do something crazy with him. I'm going to do... Oh, sorry, I'm blocking the camera, guys. But I'm going to do something crazy with him. That's why he's a T800. So collective 7. I like the exoskeleton. That's the one I wanted him. And I went back to this guy a couple weeks ago, and I wanted the T1000, but he wasn't available, and I ended up getting this one. Now I'm looking for the date that was registered so we could find out how close to it was it. But this one cost me around 50 bucks, just to let you guys know. But in collector's items, it's actually worth more now. Throughout the years, they just keep accumulating. The movie was great. A lot of knockoffs, a lot of Chinese knockoffs are coming out now. And I'm going to move my hand out of the way so you guys can see. And you know what? This guy doesn't have anything. It's made in the U.S. It says. No, it's not. It says U.S. copyrighted. But it's made in China. Like I said, it's made in China. Year-wise, I don't see the year there was issue in here. But you know what? We're not going to savor this. Let's go ahead and get this sucker open, man. And then we'll put him back after. So, you know what? I'm not going to even... I'm just going to open him. Yeah, a lot of people are like, oh my god, why you open him? Because you're going to see what I'm going to do with him. I'm actually going to do a background with him. That's why I got him. To do an awesome background. You know what? I'm going to cut this damn thing. I don't care about this damn thing anyways. You know what? Let me get something out real quick so you guys can see that. I got a new tool. New tool. New tool. New tool. New tool. New tool. I just got myself a new tool, a new set of pliers too, that we're gonna unlock certain things. So let me move these out of the way here. Here we go. This one. Unleash the giants here. All right, let's get those pliers out. There we go. All right. I don't like to hold these things back, but I am going to put them back in the box in a bit. But I'm just going to cut these things out. And I don't care about them. Hopefully he doesn't break apart as soon as I get him out. So, take him out. Just cut him. He needs to cut loose. He needs to be cut loose. Cut loose. Just cut him loose. There we go. Take him out of here. What am I tied down to? Oh. Not completely loose. Not completely loose. Now he's loose. Oh, one more. Now, let's go. There we go. Oh, here we go. Let's put this side. I got his gun there, but look at this sucker. He's a tall son of a... Arnold. Now, I do want to get his jacket off so I can open it up, but it says here that I have to unlock something. Maybe it's in behind his jacket. But I like this whole thing that moves. It's really good details on them, man. I like, oh my god, it's like a sculpture. Awesome. And I do want to turn on the light. And if you see in the back, he does have like a damage control in here. This is freaking awesome. I mean, I think it's worth it. When I bought it, I was like, damn, his silver hands, you could see like some of the damage that he's been taking. I mean, this scene, if you guys, this is one of my favorite movies. I like this movie a lot. So on here, to open it up, I'm not sure how to open it up. It's supposed to be, and it does come with a, it's supposed to have a stand, but the box isn't a stand. And just to let you guys know, they bought this one in Universal Studios, so it's a rare one. Just to give you a heads up, it's a rare addition to a collector. But to me, I just like to open these things up. You know, I don't play with them or anything like that. I just keep them as is. But it's one of those things that I like a lot. I want to figure out, where do I unlock his stuff. It says to replace batteries, unscrew the compartment with the Phillips screwdriver. Please. Okay, now I don't even know where this compartment's at. So I do not want to start damaging him either. And I want to check in the back, see if he has anything to hide. Oh man, you gotta be kidding me. Are you serious? They got details in the back of his jacket. How do we remove his jacket? Oh, we gotta check out his jacket. You gotta see something, man. So the button's here to turn them off and on, but there's no... He moves left and right. He does that. Leather-wise, it's not leather. It's plastic. This is detailed. I like the belt itself. It's all detailed. You could add your own bullets on it. It comes with a couple bullets for the grenade launcher. The gun itself, he's very flexible, moves up and down. Not flexible enough. I mean, he's a hard character, but I still want to figure out how to freaking open them up so I could add these batteries. I want to see him up and running with batteries, man. But overall, I am impressed with them. Details on his face, I would clean it up a little bit more, maybe repaint it, because you could tell under his nose they didn't really paint very good. Chrome wise, it looks okay. The blood looks fake. It's not even looks realistic at all. I might have to repaint this, guys. You know, I like to do stuff like this, projects and stuff like that. His cuts, you can see some of his cuts. This parts right here, these parts, they're okay, but the splatter is not realistic enough. I do want to open them up some more, but I don't want to damage them and take his stuff off and see if it could. I want to see if I could take his jacket off so I can see where the compartment is, because it's not in here. This is just a button. It should probably be in the back, and I noticed that in the back there is a couple of things in the, and it might be back there, but this whole damn thing has details of the ass. I mean, it has like, it has a button here. I don't know what the hell is the button for. I'm gonna have to remove this, see if I can lift his arms up, take his belts off. Let's see if we can do that. This off. Arnold, put your hands up. Jacket. Don't know how to remove his jacket without damaging him. Maybe... nope. It's gonna be hard to remove his jacket. Is he stuck somewhere in here? No, he's not stuck anywhere. I see the buttons right here. There's a button, but how the hell do you get into the... There's a button there. I don't know what the hell the button is for. That's crazy. There's something in there. If you guys see him. I'm going to work this out. See how I could get batteries and maybe put this guy in the background too. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to see if I could hack the cable and permanently turn his eye on all the time, like a lamp. Turn them on. So this is what I'm going to do with this guy. This is why I bought him. So we're going to print out a 3D part of the place he was in, the furnace, in the actual metal place, you know, metal factory or iron factory, wherever he was. We'll put like lava running around him because that's the melted metal. And we're going to do LED lights that we're going to turn them on. So the lava, you can see the lava not moving, but it's going to be like a lava effect on the back. I've been working on a couple things on it. So that's the only reason I bought him. I want to make sure he has a little environment, his little box where you can see like a scene of the movie. So I am going to go back and get some footage and try to do a background exactly like that. You can print out some of the pipes, print out some of the maybe some of the stuff dropping out of the freaking buckets, you know, melting buckets, and see if I could get this guy going, because when I saw him, dude, I had to have him. And he does flex his arms left and right, but it's gonna be hard to remove his jacket. So I'm gonna figure it out overall. So we're gonna introduce these guys back in here, just to let you guys know. These guys, good addition, good stuff. I like them for Christmas shopping, and they're buying stuff for me. Forget the other people, because important people come first. No, first you. Enjoy yourself, enjoy your life, and make sure you guys have a happy holiday. I hope to bring some more videos later down the line. If not, I'm gonna see you probably next year, who knows, you know. So I want you guys to come back and let me know what you guys think. We're gonna unwrap some more stuff and talk about it. If you guys want any questions on any of this stuff, any of Fortnite, maybe give these out as a raffle. Maybe I did buy some V-Bucks on the PS4 and the Xbox, but I think I'm gonna give those away as gifts, Christmas gifts, because I got a lot of Fortnite players, family players that love that stuff. Behind me, you'll see my retro arcade. I worked on it. Right now we ran into a little issue with it, so we're trying to fix a couple of things, which is power management. Other than that, we should be good. Overall, like what I'm doing. If you guys like what you guys see, make sure you guys subscribe to Late to the Show. I'm your host, Prophet74, and we are gonna be out.